everyone, and welcome to our interview. Today, we are thrilled to be joined by Tierra Jones, a multi-talented actress, award-winning producer, and entertainment journalist. Tierra's journey began in Atlanta, where she ignited her passion for film production. With over 20 producer credits and numerous film festival accolades, her work has made a significant impact in the industry. She's also a prominent writer and LA correspondent for Georgia Hollywood Review magazine and has been recognized in prestigious lists like New York Journal's 40 Under 40 and Voyage LA's Rising Star. We're so excited to learn more about her experiences, challenges, and the positive change she's advocating for in the entertainment world. Tierra, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
We are excited to hear more about your journey and your incredible work. Would you mind telling us how your journey in the entertainment industry began? And what I'm so sorry. And what initially drew you to acting and film production in Atlanta?
Okay, yeah, thank you. Well, it's been a 10-year journey for me. I started off as a dancer. I studied jazz and contemporary and ballet. Eventually, I just love performing, and I love, I'm getting up in front of an audience. I eventually fell into acting, and I started studying with Lucina Stoneberger, who was the on-set coach for Vampire Diaries. The Atlanta film community was just starting to build and become huge then. So I started studying at the Company Acting Studio, then Rob Mello. I've also volunteered a lot for Women in Film on Television Atlanta, served on their special events committee, and eventually that landed me a job at the Georgia World Congress Convention Center as a marketing coordinator. I went back to film school, to Georgia Film Academy, where I learned everything what happens in production. So I can pretty much wear any hat
Oh, I love that.
on when you do like indie films, you do it all.
Yeah.
I'm a grip, I'm a line producer, I can do sound. You just learn everything. And it's like it's a passion. Film is a passion in front of the camera, behind the camera. When you love to do it, it's no longer work. It's fun. Eventually, around where the pandemic started, I got an opportunity to work for the Georgia Hollywood Review as a relationship manager handling advertisement. And I learned more, about, promoting yourself, in social media and more about marketing. And then from there, I got promoted to be the LA correspondent of the magazine, and I helped launch the magazine out in the LA market. I continue to do short films. I continue to act and study out in LA. I studied at Playhouse West and then Imagine Life. Currently, I'm studying with Joseph A-list acting coach Joseph Perlman. He is wonderful. I'm in his master class, and I'm currently preparing for my first international film that's going to be in Montreal. It's called Hot Spots. It's a comedy. I'm really excited about it. I'm rehearsing right now in Manhattan studio right now for it, and I'm just really blessed.
Yeah, definitely. That's so fantastic.
Yeah.
For me personally, growing up, representation was a bit challenging for me to find as a woman of color. Did you experience similar difficulties finding role models who look like you?
Absolutely. Yes, I did. And that's one of my challenges to, today. That's why started to learn about producing my own films. Because it's not, you shouldn't have, I wouldn't wait for an opportunity. You can make your opportunity. You can cast yourself in a role that you want to see yourself in. So, I went a year or two in Atlanta without booking anything. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to write my own short film. It was called Blind Date. It was a comedy. I wrote it. I co-produced it. I mean, I produced it and co-directed, and it screened at the Georgia Big Picture Film Festival. It actually opened up.
Oh, wow.
And that actually ignited my passion into being a producer, you know, because you have more control, you
Yeah,
know, and I just love seeing a script from, you know, starting from script to seeing it to the finished product. That's what I love doing as well.
definitely. Um, as a Black woman and coming from Atlanta, has your cultural background and experiences influenced your work in any way? And are there any specific stories or themes that you particularly feel passionate about sharing in your work?
Um, I would say yes. You know, I want to use my platform to create change,
Hmm.
you know, and be a positive role model. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. Um, so I want to tell stories and cast characters that, you know, that not only look like me, but, you know, could be inspiring to others, and others, you know, Black women, Black men can see themselves, you
Hmm.
know.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sorry, it's just so much noise.
Oh, it's
But
fine.
um, one thing that definitely affected my work is because I'm a civil rights activist.
Hmm.
I threw myself in doing volunteering for different civil rights organization. One is the ACLU of New York. One of their protest monitors, and I do a couple other events for them, and also Black Women March here in New York.
Oh, that's
Um,
amazing.
I wanna do some documentaries concerning civil rights, because I had my civil rights violated, and it's one thing to see something on TV, but for something to happen to you,
Hmm.
you know, it just make you realize how fragile, you know, civil rights are, you know.
Would you be comfortable sharing more about that experience?
Oh, I can pull you aside and do it, but
Okay, that's totally
it's
fine.
really, it was really awful,
I
you
think,
know, and
yeah,
that's one thing that because there's just more to, it's just more to life, and you know, I feel, you know, that's why I just want to use my platform to just create change. What happened to me, I don't want to happen to nobody else.
right.
You know, so I want it in the future. I want to do some documentaries,
Mhm.
and just really get involved and just, you know, yeah, just create positive change in this world.
Absolutely. And I completely respect your privacy, but thank you so much for sharing that with us. Um,
Mhm.
so you have some pretty amazing accolades. You have over 20 producer credits, and recognition at international film festivals. What does that mean to you to have your work celebrated on such a stage? And do you have a project that you're most proud of?
Wow, it's incredible. You know, just looking back at where I started to where I'm right now,
Mhm.
I'm just so grateful to God. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? It's nothing but the grace of God. Um, one of my projects, defense contract, I was an associate producer for that short film. It screened over 20 film festivals.
yeah,
Um, and during the pandemic, 20 film festivals, and won several awards.
yeah.
So
That's a,
yeah, I'm really proud of that one. And the short film I'm actually working on right now, it's my first international film. It's a comedy called Hot Spots. The writer, the Toronto star, he's Paul Matty. He wrote it. He's also acting in it. And the director is Daniel Reed, based out in Montreal, and he is phenomenal. So I'm really excited about this project.
definitely. I hope that when the time comes around it, we'd love to promote that in any way we can.
Oh, thank you.
Hmm. As a writer and an LA correspondent for the Georgia Hollywood Review magazine, has your journalistic experience influenced your approach to storytelling in your films?
Um, I would say yes. All the interviews I could conducted, um, was people I absolutely looked up to.
Mhm.
Incredible artists, incredible people. Just with journalism, I would say it definitely affected my filmmaking. Like you have to do a lot of research, you have to fact check and everything. Yeah.
How do you see storytelling as a tool for empowerment, especially for underrepresented voices?
Um, just know that your voice, you have power. Everyone has their power. And you can use your voice to make positive change, So yeah, that's why I choose to use my platform to do, it's good. I just want to, I'm a longtime women in film, member. I believe in supporting women.
Mhm.
I want to uplift others. And it's like I'm blessed to have a platform I have that is just going to be just positive, all
Right,
positive things.
right. And that's amazing. Um, I read some of your interviews online to learn more about you, and I saw that you mentioned that connecting with your audience is something that you thrive on. How do you approach this connection, and why is it so important to you?
I really want my work to resonate with audience because once again, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I I just love people. I want my work to be appreciated. If I can, the message that I'm trying to send across, if I can deliver that message, then I've done my job. If I can make you feel something when you leave the theater,
Mhm.
then I've done my job. And that's like the most important thing, you
Right.
know? So I love people. I love connecting with people. And I look forward to building my fan base and getting to know my fans.
Mhm. In what ways do you see your work influencing the entertainment industry, particularly regarding diversity and representation?
When it comes to casting,
Mhm.
um, I'm going to do a lot more. I want to have a diverse cast.
Mhm.
You know, um, I want to see people who are not normally cast in a role to be cast in it.
Right.
I want to be inclusive.
Definitely.
I want to put up original work.
Mhm.
I want to, I want it to be groundbreaking. I want it to be, create change. I want it to create a dialogue.
Right.
And that's the most important thing is, we're creating art. It's important to be original and be yourself and just start a dialogue and get people to start talking.
Right.
Whatever the subject is, let's get people to start talking.
Right. And that's so important as a tool for awareness because there's so many things that people never experience in their day-to-day life. So just
Right.
sharing this story could completely change their perspective. And I think that's
Yeah.
amazing work that you're doing.
Thank you.
What kind of legacy do you hope to leave behind in the industry, both as a producer and as an advocate for positive change?
Um, the legacy that I want to leave behind is I want people to say, wow, she was an original. She was one of a kind.
Mhm.
I want them to appreciate my work. I want to be a household name. I want to create positive change in this world.
Right.
I want my work because I have a son. I want him to, to see my work and see my art and be so proud of me. That's like the most important thing. And in everything I do, I want to honor God.
Yes.
So I definitely, I want him to be proud of me too, because everything I do, I'm gonna just give it my all, and it's gonna be my absolute best. I don't care how small the project is or big. You just know that I'm giving it my all, and it's my 100%. And I just want to be known for my, my strong work ethic.
Definitely. And I 100% see you getting there. I definitely see you becoming a household name. I did a research on you and for our Women Making Waves post, and I just think that your story is amazing, and I'm so excited to share it with people.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. What changes would you like to see in the future in the entertainment industry?
Yeah, I want to see more women as directors.
Yeah.
I was out in Cannes,
Hmm.
and um out of the 200 directors
Yeah.
that won the Grand Palm Award, it's only been a handful of women.
Right.
That's ridiculous, like maybe 1 or 2%.
And it's
I want, yeah, yeah, it is. I want to see more women being directors and getting their respect and their dues, you know, that they deserve.
I agree.
That,
I think, oh, I'm so sorry.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I think that women need to be in more positions of leadership. I know that it's been like this ongoing thing for women to share negative experiences in the industry where they felt like they were too nervous to share their experiences or to speak up for themselves or advocate for themselves because they were worried about being sidelined or losing their position. So I
Hmm.
definitely agree that women as directors, women in positions of leaderships is so needed in the industry.
Yes.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, sorry. um, what keeps you motivated and inspired to continue pushing boundaries in your career?
I I just this is my passion. You
Mhm.
know, it's not work for me. This is fun.
Right. I love that.
I love collaborating with other artists and creating art. This is my art. This is the way I express myself. Like, when you're meant to do something, it's like if I finish a rehearsal
Mhm.
or finish a scene on set or finish a project or whatever it is, I just get this, I mean, amazing energy, like it's just excitement, like it doesn't matter, how long, I'm on set or working on a project. I just love every minute of it.
That's
That's
a,
how you know you're meant to, if something is meant for you. You have to love what you do. And I love filmmaking. I'm a filmmaker. I'm an actress. I'm a producer. This is just my art form and I love it.
it just makes me happy to hear that you're doing the work that you're doing, and you're doing an amazing job. I love to see it. Sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I just have one last question. What advice would you give to aspiring filmmakers, producers, and actors who are just starting their journey in the industry? And how can they navigate the industry while staying true to their identity and their own vision for themselves?
Yeah, I would always say just remember why you started this journey. Just be you.
Mhm.
Don't let nobody, bend you this way or, try to change you. There's no one like you. You are enough.
Def-
You have to always remember that. Two, mentors are so important.
mhm.
I did not get my mentor, a really good mentor. I mean, my mentor until mid-journey, about 5 or 6 year mark in my career, Patricia Chica. She is my mentor. She is my friend. She is my sensei. She's so wonderful. Mentors, you need a mentor. In this industry, you cannot do this by yourself.
Yeah.
You can't. You need a team. It's teamwork. You need a team of people who you can trust, who, you can work together with and collaborate with and support. And it's always positive, you know?
Yeah.
And with Patricia, she taught me many things and we manifest many things together. But most importantly, it's your mindset.
Oh, I believe that 100%.
Yes, I do practice the laws of attraction. I do my affirmations. I stay positive. I meditate daily.
Yes, I share the same values. I believe in the power of the tongue, you know. You speak
Yeah.
you speak what you want in life. You have to speak positively of yourself. And I think that in the culture today, I think sometimes people can be a bit self-deprecating because it's like comedic or, you know, a way to downplay yourself. But it is so important to always uplift yourself and to know that you're gonna get there.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you so much for sharing your your insights with us today and in your journey. Um, your story is just so inspiring to me, and we greatly appreciate your time and the valuable perspective that you offered. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, and I'm so excited to share your story with our audience. So thank you again.
Okay, thank you. You're amazing. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, goodbye.